Alrighty, 4th of Brunnen, the game number 1 in the Elven mirror match between Onyeka-chan or Ken against Andy Brandy. I mean, this player is also known as Lau, that's why the scoreboard name is a bit different. It happens when you actually have 24 different nicknames you are using while playing Battle for Middle-earth games. So we have the red Elven player Lau against the blue Elven player Andy Brandy. They were both picking the Elven faction for the opponent. It's a warm tongue tournament in which you can choose the enemy faction in each game. The rule is you cannot pick the same faction more than twice. So that means they can only pick each other only one more time, the Elven faction, and that's it. 2 Malone trees coming up for Elves and for both the players actually. This is gonna be an economical opening. We see 4 Malone trees coming up for Lau. And also the same situation eventually. Nope. What is this? Black. Okay, that's good. He was actually cancelling that and building 4 Malone trees, but it's going to be a little bit later than from Lau. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I hate this. Okay. Shanks, do I need any old BFME 1 files for the launcher to work? Nope. When you download the launcher, Thomas, you can just click on download button. It will automatically download everything for you. But once the download of the files is finished, you will have like a the best thing you can do is you download the launcher, drag it to your desktop, and then extract it so you have like a BFME launcher folder. In this folder, there is a download folder. When you download the game, it's going to be an ISO file. You need to mount this to a virtual drive. Double clicking on that in Windows 10 or right click and open with Windows Explorer. And that's it. When you click on Autorun and install the game, all you need to have is like a CD key. But if you have no CD key available, you can just go to YouTube and type BFME CD keys, and there are like plenty of videos. You can just use one of the CD keys and that's it. So what is that, dude? Like, that's like a lot of Malone trees I see on the field. Lego versus Lego? Yeah, are they both rushing Legolas? Dude, what is this? Do you guys see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Malone trees for Andy Brandy and 5 Malone trees for Lau. What? No units. Who needs units in 2022? Anyway. It's going to be a hero party, the Fellowship of the Elven Army, I guess. We finally see a barracks incoming. I don't think it's gonna be Legolas though. I don't think it's gonna be Legolas. Maybe Haldir, maybe Arwen. We see also barracks coming up now for Lau. So it's pretty much the same situation. Let's see the hero choice. We gotta keep an eye on the door of the Elven fortress. On the black gate. That's the real black gate, you know what I'm saying? Look at this. It looks a little bit like a, you know what it looks like. I don't want to say it in the stream, you know what I'm saying? You know what it looks like. You know, a dark area where stuff can come back, can come out from. Oh, it's going to be Arwen. Arwen starts. There is a builder lurking around, and for Andy Brandy, we shall see. Arwen is gonna slowly but surely pressure these things. Yeah, the Malone trees are so squishy, you know, and if you don't demolish them in time, and he needs to do that, the Arwen is gonna get just crazy amount of experience. So 2 Arwens, but there is only 1 Aragorn. Who will get Aragorn? Who will win the heart of Aragorn, the king of LSR himself? That's the battle of the queens, you know? The battle of the potential wives. 2 wives, 1 husband. Very, very earlier, like 1,000 years ago, Aragorn could just get them both at the same time. But now you gotta make a choice, you know what I'm saying? You remember, guys, like many years ago, it was like pretty much normal that a guy had like 2, 3 wives at the same time. And in 2022, I am married myself. Trust me, I couldn't handle that. I could not handle that. Like handling 1 wife. I love my wife, but it's already pretty challenging. Imagine you have 2 wives. Holy moly, God bless you. Lorien warriors with the rallying call, they will eventually try to take down the Malone tree. The Malone tree is going to be definitely taken down. Arwen is not going to be able to do much. He's creeping also with the pikeman at the bottom right side. Okay, very well done. I like that. This Arwen from Lau is level 2, and Arwen from oh, what? Oh, Arwen was running it down. Okay, the victory and the heart of Aragorn goes to this Arwen of Lau. So the American Arwen is smarter and looks better than the Slovakian one, and you need to be careful with her. Pikeman, if they touch, don't touch my tralala. Don't touch my tralala. Oh, okay, she's gonna get in safety, and look at that. She's almost level 4 already with the flood. With the level 5, she unlocks the flood, and the flood is scaling also in this game. So with level 10, the flood horses are improved, means more DPS. But the flood is not that great here. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta use the untamed allegiance to control 2 wives. I mean, the thing is, wives are gonna control you. You know, you think you control them, but in reality, they will control you. Because why? Because let's be real, females are much more intelligent than males. They are made to be great in multitasking, while dudes, they are only focusing on a one individual thing. In most cases, females are smarter, even though they don't, you know, maybe they don't want to show it, but trust me on that one, they know what's going on, trust me. So Lorien warriors, they need to make a move. We have also archers here, lancers, pikemen, more archers coming, stable level 1. And does he have also a stable? Yep. So pretty much like, it's like looking in the mirror, you know what I'm saying? Why am I watching Elf against Elves? Dude, Yannickus, don't ask me. They pre-picked each other the Elven faction, you know? And this matchup will end up being in a end game, you know, end wars. The Lord of the Rings in the end game. Many Lorien warriors, pikemen, archers. Where is the girl? That is the girl from Andy Brandy back on the menu. She's only level 1, while the Arwen from Lao is dead. I believe she died. I don't see her on the field anymore. They don't even fight each other, you know. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Many, I mean, let's be real, I believe that has to be eventually the least, you know, watchable and great matchup in the history of Battle for Middle-earth 2 and also in Rise of the Witch King. Elven mirror. I would be happy with any mirror, but not Elven mirror, you know. I think some mirrors are even great, like Goblin mirror, Mordor mirror. You might see lots of clashes between the spam units, and a macro is going to be the key to victory. But Elven gameplay is so straightforward. Like, there is nothing unique about the Elven gameplay. Like Mordor, for example. Mordor is a faction with plenty of options, right? You have Mumai Kill Pam, you can go for a Troll Cage, you can get attack trolls to steal the enemy trolls. You can go for a Felbeast, Witch King, multiple Nazguls on the horse. Like, you have so many options. While the Elven gameplay is so straightforward, with little to no opportunities of actually bringing in something unique and new. That's why it's like looking in the mirror, because the strategies are quite limited. Okay, Arwen level 1 and Arwen level almost 4. They have Lancers on the field. Let's see the damage from Arwen. Actually one shot. Level 2 unlocked. For Gondor, Eagle Crown likes Gondor, I guess. With level 3 each unlocks leadership. This Arwen is already leadership unlocked. That will grant those nearby cavalry units additional armor and combat experience. Only 25% though, it's not like the greatest thing in the world. The Malone tree here is going to be found and taken down. He is using the Elven passive, which is granting you stealth in the forest. Around the trees, you will become invisible. And the second hero is Legolas, the prince of the Mirkwood Elves. Look at them, boys. To be honest, I personally like the OG pictures and the portraits from Battle for Middle-earth 1. These are always like grayed out. I don't know why this is like that. They are looking awful, these pictures. The hero portraits in Battle for Middle-earth 1 are the most beautiful ones. Trust me on that one. Shredder, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Means a lot. Almost level 4 Arwen. The Wild is coming up. The Mirror of Galadriel. This Arwen is gonna eventually reach level 5 very soon. This one is looking to, you know, to show her quality for Aragorn. Legolas is level 1 only, but that is about to be changed. Oh, be careful! If he actually kill a couple of them, could be much better. Lau wasn't paying attention. Like, you know, the counter system is so much more punishing. You know, what I'm trying to say is like one Lancer riding into the pikeman, the punishment is so much greater. Like, the countering system, you know, the amount of damage the pikes are dealing to mounted heroes and horses is crazy. You cannot fight them. Oh, right. Pew. Okay. Oh, but beautiful trample. Arwen, be careful. Nice one. Nice micro from Lau. I like that. He actually killed a lot. Arwen is now level 4. Only needs one more level to get the flood unlocked. Legolas was able to get level 2 from the Hawk Strike. That's pretty nice.
Get out of the way!
Get out of the way! We need more pikemen for any brandy. Let's take a look into the current command points and power points. So Lau, the red Elven player on the top side, has 9 power points, collected almost 10 after the far side. Oh! Arrow volley dealing a lot of damage to lances, but one of them was able to survive. That's good. Hey, kill him, Legolas. Nice, Legolas. Nice. Okay, Arwen is getting in safety. Oh, that was dangerous, but it's fine. So 900 command points for Lau and nearly 10 power points collected. On the other side, we have 1 power point after the arrow volley into rallying call and 650 command points only for any brandy. War Chant has been used, or rallying call has been used. We have a big clash now in the middle of the fire. Be careful. They're shooting. Where is Legolas at? Legolas will get actually so much experience, but Legolas is so far away. What is Legolas doing? Legolas, move! Move, brate. Hawk strike in the arm. Oh, Arwen! Arwen is no more. Hawk strike here. Oh my goodness. Do it. Where is Legolas? This guy? Guys, don't sleep. Do you drive me crazy? Like, imagine Hawks right here, dude. They would kill, like, he would get from level 2 to level 5 in a second. But this Legolas is like in winter sleep or whatever. Tom Bombadil was special summoned for the fight, but he missed like a crazy opportunity. And look at that. Who can stop the Prince of the Mirkwood Elves? Yes, your guess is right. It has to be the King of Mirkwood Elves, and that is the daddy of Legolas himself. So Thranduil for the one Elven player and Legolas for the other Elven player. While Legolas is great against enemy units, Thranduil is great against enemy heroes. So it's gonna be a clash between daddy and son for the throne of Mirkwood. Who will be victorious? Thranduil or Legolas? But so far it looks actually pretty nice for Lau. He has a greater map control. He has almost 2 command points available. He will be also able to defend this eventually, yes. Legolas had the perfect opportunity, but he missed it. He's only level 2 and his daddy will slay him. Like, he's gonna show him his place, you know what I'm saying? Thranduil, look how fabulous he's looking like, you know? But I don't know the background from the hero portraits. That doesn't look very good in compared to Battle for Middle-earth, at least in my personal opinion. Maybe it's me because I got used to it. But I think, you know, the BFME 1 ones, they look more clear and more juicy and more beautiful and pretty. You might creep the troll layer now and get the inn for some additional peasants. The Malon tree has been taken down, but you are sacrificing many of these lances for that, and the question is it really worth it? I don't think so. Maybe, you know, what would be awesome to see is actually Silverton arrows. Thranduil is level 4 now, has the Deadeye, which gives you a great amount of attack speed and also I believe movement speed, right? Or increased damage. Okay, so more damage and more attack speed. That's what it is. And with level 10, the Taunt of Vengeance. The Taunt of Vengeance is a very powerful attack against enemy heroes. An extremely powerful single shot that causes damage for 15 seconds. The target is reduced to only 70% speed and effective against strong heroes. Legolas is one of the strong heroes, so I believe it will chunk him like a lot. Oh, arrow volley! Oh, nice arrow volley. He healed actually a lot. I was not expecting that to deal that much damage. Get into the backline. Legolas is shooting, killing, level 4, 3 archers are available. The flood is coming in clutch from Arwen against the Elven army. And look at Legolas. He actually got washed away. And Thranduil is chunking him. Son, sorry, but I have to kill you. One more hit, Thranduil, and Legolas got bursted. Holy guacamole. Okay, Arwen actually, the flood was juicy, man. She got into the backline and trampled them with the white horses to this location, to this area, in which Legolas was kind of forced to get into the range of Thranduil and couldn't move for a couple of seconds. The crowd control, you know, the CC, was actually disabling him the movement, and Thranduil and his archers could take him down. So it doesn't look good for any brandy, let me tell you that much. Eagle Summon is available now for Lau. Okay, I lost because idiot battled middle. What? Idiot battle mid? I don't know. You know, don't find excuses. GG, well played. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the game number 2. We have the blue Isengard player Andy on the right side against the red Goblin player Onyeka, also known as Lau, on the left side. On the beautiful map Firian Dale this time. The score is 1-0 for the American player, for the US American player. USA. And you know, did you guys talking about USA? Because there was like a big thing in How I Met Your Mother. I believe that was one of the best sitcoms actually ever made, and I miss it so much. That's a pretty early paradise opening after the first furnace, not even a second furnace for Isengard. Pretty aggressive playstyle from Andy Brandy, and we have 2 tunnels into the Goblin Cave coming up for the Goblin player. I used to watch How I Met Your Mother and also 2.5 Men quite a lot, until they actually replaced Charlie Sheen with Ashton Kutcher or whatever his name is. And don't get me wrong, I don't hate this person, but for me, the 2.5 Men, you cannot replace the main actor. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make any sense. 5 p.m. and still not out today. What am I doing? I'm hungry. I'm hungry too. The guys, don't talk about food, man. I'm telling you, I'm trying to lose some weight. And if somebody talking in the middle of the night about food, it's kind of getting me weakened. It's like using Keef pads on me or Kribane or any debuff, you know, it kind of weakens my will, losing 25% damage and armor. We have Uruks coming from the Uruk pit. And the Goblin player is building a tunnel, 2 tunnels into the Goblin Cave, number 1 and number 2 right off the bat. So it's gonna be Goblin spam early on. And Uruks, of course, are much stronger. I am actually 82 now. I am 185 big, so it's not like I'm not super fat or something, but I'm just, you know, not feeling comfortable with that. Thank you so much, Big Boy Glue.
Bike Boy Glue just subscribed. Welcome to Beyond Standards crew.
Big Boy Glue actually subbing on me because of the joke I was selling him, you know. And I'm sure, guys, every one of you guys at the end of the stream is gonna go, or maybe tomorrow, hey guys, you know, to your friend or to anyone you know, hey, I got a new joke for you. And you will tell my joke eventually much better than I did. But you know, you guys know that, right? Everybody has like a friend in his friend club, you know, in this, like, in the gang of your friends, like a comedian guy, you know what I'm saying, who is always trying to be funny and trying to make jokes and tell jokes. And yeah, I have a friend of mine actually. Unfortunately, I couldn't see him for a long time because of pandemic situation and stuff. And normally when we would meet, he would be in the group of people, like 4 or 5 guys, and he would be the one who is always telling jokes and finding some strange things and actually making them fun. But he's also pretty talented in actually explaining and actually telling jokes. Having a good joke is the one thing, but being able to tell a good joke to somebody else is the other thing. That's a talent. Furnaces are extremely squishy, you don't want to let them attack it. Uruks, they are level 2, they are peeling back now from the Goblin Archers. Almost 2 power points collected for Goblins. Cave Pets is available or was on cooldown. And 400 command points for Goblins. So 350 for Isengard and 400 for Goblins. They opened both with the Cave Pets. They are gone now, they are on cooldown. I'm trying to lose weight too, and immediately broke my will. Yeah, talking about like especially delicious stuff, you know what I'm saying, like McDonald's, this kind of stuff. I didn't eat any McDonald's and Burger King for a really long time. I miss it though. I know the fast food is not healthy, everybody knows that, and the thing is, everybody knows everything nowadays. You know, being not educated is not possible because you have internet connection. You can Google anything you want and you can educate yourself in a matter of seconds, you know. So everybody knows this is unhealthy, this is not good, this is unhealthy, but you still do it because it's delicious, you know. So pikeman, crossbowman, but the pressure is real. The goblins are actually putting lots of pressure on Isengard, but the Warg riders might actually be able to do some stuff in return. Trample down the goblins, for example, or eventually take some tunnels. The transition now into the level 2 fissure for the half-troll pikemen. These are units we see quite a lot. They are, I believe, the most expensive pikemen in the game, if I'm not mistaken. They cost 500 each, and you need to get your building to level 2 to be able to recruit them in the first place. Oh, guys, but trust me, like I'm Big Mac right now. Oh my, I would kill it. I would kill for it and die for it. And 3 power points collected after the Kribane for Isengard play Andy Brandy. He's 1-0 behind in the best of 7. Obviously, it's not like the end of the world. 500 command points for Goblins and almost 2 power points collected after the Keef pads. So command point wise, it looks much greater for the Goblin player now, which is not a good sign for indie brandy. Yes, Isengard economy in the mid to late game is very solid and super strong because you have the chance to use devastation, fuel the fires, industry, you have many tools.
We ain't had nothing but maggoty bread for 3 stinking days.
Yeah. Why can't we have some meat?
Yeah, why can't we have some meat? True. 6 power points collected. Yeah, you know, you have obviously many tools, but the early game is actually quite tough because you need to invest so much money into recruiting these expensive units like Warg Riders. They cost what, 500? Uruks, they cost 200, 300, and then you have Pikemen 450, so a lot of money has to be invested. School lunch, yeah. Did Andy cry anything about anything yet? Nope. Actually, yeah, he said last game was a big... I mean, he didn't cry. Yeah, but, you know, I was crying, to be honest with you, about the Elven mirror, if I gotta be honest. Almost 8 power points collected for the Isengard. The first Kift Troll is on the field now. Obviously, getting this to level 2 doesn't only give you the chance to get this half-troll pikeman, but also increase the production speed by 10%. So you will get the chance to recruit your units a bit faster. And ideally, when I can actually make a suggestion for the upcoming version, what about actually adding timers for every unit in PowerPoint and spell from heroes to the game? For example, the build time for a cave troll, which tells the player, okay, that's the recruit time, that's the amount of time you need to wait until the cave troll comes. And when the visual is level 2, it comes this faster, level 3 this faster. So basically providing more knowledge, which can actually be great when it comes to recruit new players to the game. Because right now, all of this is kind of enigma. It's like a secret, you know? You need to have a feeling about that, but you don't have the numbers about that. And I personally have to admit that I like the numbers a lot. Yes, BFME 1 has time now in the new patch. Tempt. So basically, in power, when you go over the Caribbean, it will tell you how long the Caribbean is gonna last for, how long the cooldown is. Every single thing, PowerPoint, hero ability, you know, recruitment of units, heroes, in everything is now included. We have now cave trolls moving on with the half troll pikeman. The furnace is going to be found and taken down. 9 power points collected for Isengard, and we have 6 power points only collected for goblins, but he has 650 command points against only 500 command points. So he has definitely the more money advantage in this game so far. And remember, the goblins can also go for the scavenger, which means every time scavenger is a power point, which I think is not very useful at the beginning, but the longer the game goes on, the best resource giving ability is going to be scavenger, which is a passive thing, and it's going to be permanently active, and you will be able to gather resources from minute 1 until the very end of the game. And depending on what you kill, like obviously when you kill like Isengard units, pikemen, crossbowmen, and Dwarf riders, you will get much more value than you would normally get against Oryx. You get so much value from killing heroes too. That's crazy. And also, from what I have seen, the least amount of recruited hero for Isengard is actually Sharku. I have not seen Sharku. I believe I've seen him only 1 or twice out of all Isengard games I've seen now in the patch 1.9 version 2. Lord, obviously, Saruman, they've seen these heroes. Even Wormtongue was seen multiple times, but Sharku is missing quite a lot. 3 power points collected, devastation was used. Look his money now, he has almost 2000. He might be able to save for the wizard, but I guess he needs to kind of recover. He has no space in the command point, so he needs to build more furnaces before anything else. We have 9 power points collected, 700 command points available. The troll is diving in, but there are some pikemen you need to avoid fighting. Throw a goblin maybe. I would just throw a goblin into the backline, but the focus, nice one. 10 power points collected. The Warg Riders are going for a trample. The troll has been taken down. The Wildman of Thailand special summon is going to be available. He might use it on top of the crossbowman. Yes, it's going to be the case. Wildman of Thailand are going to be special summon. The Warg Riders are badly damaged. They cannot do much anymore. And I believe that's going to force the Isengard player to reposition at least. The Wildmen are moving, but smart and fast reaction from any brandy, I like that, is instantly peeling back. And obviously these units are not permanently on the field. They will have only a limited amount of time. So you can, if you can stall that, that's awesome. at least don't let them take down too many furnaces. That should be your main priority. There is a Warg Sentry as a defensive structure similar to a battle tower, which is acting like a Warg creep, Warg lair, you know? Alpin of Thunder is still remaining on the field. Crossbowmen are doing a great job, but they need some sort of protection for the front line. They need some pikemen, Uruk, something that can absorb the damage while they are dealing with DPS. While they have the DPS to take down the enemy units. Against this army, maybe some Spider Riders could be also quite useful. And now we will see some Berserkers. Okay. If also the pillage, you know, obviously they get money every time they deal damage to your structures. Level 2 furnace is going down. That's gonna hurt Isengard a lot. He's losing 100 command points from it. Yeah, 100 command points. Dropping down to 500 command points now. He has lost a lot of his army to the White Man of Dunlin summon. There was a great summon from Lau. I think he was achieving really a lot from this beautiful and juicy summon. And we have 5 power points collected after the Vision of Palantir, Creepane, and Devastation for Isengard. He has the chance to go for the War Chant if he wants to. He might also try to save for the 15 or 10. Berserker, I want to see that. They are diving in. They have also the chance to use the torches to make it boom boom. I mean, explosive mines are also quite rare. They are like Mew and Mewtwo in the Pokemon world. Seeing them once in your lifetime is actually giving you more enjoyment. But they are extremely volatile. That means you won't most of the time get the chance to see them. 8 power points almost collected, but Isengard is in a defensive situation. Like, he's only able to defend himself. During all this time, the past 2 minutes, Lau is untouched. Okay, the furnace has been or will be taken down definitely. 9 power points collected. On the other side, we have 900 oh my goodness, 900 command points for Lau. That's a lot of command points. Like, he has great amount of money. Guys, in RTS games, also in BFME, of course, the micro and macro is extremely important. But I believe the more important thing, the more important factors are 1, the game knowledge, and B, the decision making. You know, when to make when to summon it, when to actually engage, when to peel back. That's very important, and that comes only with gaming experience. The more you play, the more you can educate yourself about some certain situations. Like the White Man of Dunlin summon, for example, was on point. He was fighting for it, he got it, he summoned it, and he won the fight. Now there is the counter push with the White Man of Dunlin summon. And maybe, you know, I'm actually missing the Spider Riders in this army of goblins. I think they could have done a lot of work. Because Isengard has not many pikemen. He has many crossbowmen, however. The House of Healing around the fortress, the blue animation, represents the healing effect. Similar from the well, from any good faction. And the obvious weakness of the evil factions in all BFME games, BFME 1 and also in Rise of the Lich King, doesn't exist this way in BFME 2 on the patch 1.09, which gives you also the chance to go for the heal from your spellbook, for example, with any evil faction like Mordor, Isengard, Goblins. They have also sustained, which is pretty unique to this patch and to this game. Big fights. Orc Riders, they are getting trampled down. They are level 5, don't lose them like that. It would be painful. 10 power points collected after the White Man of Dunlin summon for the Goblin player. And we have 9 power points collected. Ermax, 120. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome. Hope you're going to enjoy your stay. Welcome to the quarterfinals in the Warm Tongue tournament for BFME 2. Between Andy Brandy and Lau. In the game number 2 between Goblins and Isengard. The Cave Troll. 550. Look, his money. Do you see the money from the Goblin player? He might actually go for the Isengard player. He might actually go for the Saruman. I believe Saruman could be actually nice here. Powell. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome. The Uruks. They will get the chance to take down the tunnel, which is only level 1. It's not the end of the world. 12 power points collected now for the Isengard player. And we have 12 power points collected also for the Goblin player. He actually lost a lot of tunnels left and right. He has the White Man of Dunlin special summon available, yes, but he has to eventually deal with a really strong Isengard army, with including wizards very, very soon. Look, his money is over 3,000. So, and industry has been used, so that's the power of Isengard. That's what I was talking about. You have industry, you have, you know, obviously you have the pillage from lords eventually later on. You have the devastation, you have field of fire, so that means, long story short, you have a lot of ways and possibilities to boost your money to the next level. Tribune will be used on the middle fight. Where is the industry buff? There it is. Okay, it's almost level 2. Look, his money. What is he saving for? Is he actually going for Sauron or something? But you gotta find the one ring first, and for that reason you gotta kill Gollum. And a couple of you guys were asking in the chat, why are ring or custom heroes not allowed? Yeah, true, we have not allowed the custom heroes in the settlement, but the ring heroes are allowed. It means if any of the players gets the chance to recruit, to kill Gollum, drop the one ring, get the one ring to the fortress, and then save up 10,000 for the ring hero, that's absolutely fine. Lords fighting in a one-on-one situation against the troll. Troll is knocking him down on the ground all the time, but the pikes are coming to reinforce Lords. Lords is level 2 now, has the Carnage unlocked. He will be using Carnage to get into the Carnage mode. Doesn't even need to use it, he's giving headbutts to actually Troll. He doesn't care. Lord is a badass. More War Riders are coming. 850 command points available now for Isengard. He's actually shining bright like a diamond economically. The Watcher is available for the next big clumped Isengard army from the Goblin player Lau. But Lau is falling behind more and more and more, and he will be getting outclassed very soon. The investment of money and resources and time into heroes early is paying off late. So heroes are the best investment into the late game. The earlier you get your heroes on the field, the more impactful they will become in the very late game, with additional damage leadership, more damage, more, you know, utility, more tankiness, more sport. Depends on the hero, of course. You know, some heroes have level 10 abilities, which can be game-changing. For example, Saruman, Word of Power, Gandalf, Word of Power. You know, Aragorn with the Oathbreakers. So that means, long story short, the earlier you get them on the field, the more effective and impactful they will become in the late game. And so far, we have not seen a single Goblin hero yet. We have not seen Gorkil, we have not seen Shelob, we have not seen Azog. I mean, Azog we can't see because he doesn't exist. We have not seen Drogoth the Dragon Lord either. 7 power points collected. Lords is level 3. Level 4 unlocks his cripple, and level 5 the leadership. Okay, the builder is going down from Lau. Isengard is looking pretty strong, but maybe at this point Andy Brandy kind of has to expect the Watcher summon, you know, because he has seen the White Man of Dunland like the second time already, and when you are an experienced player, you have like a feeling about it, you know. You can kind of expect, okay, he might have 15 power points, he might go for the Watcher. Maybe it's the best thing to not be clumped with all my army at once. The Watcher, the White Man of Dunland, will be special summoned from the Isengard player to support the army. He's splitting his army into pieces. I like that. Like macro in attacking multiple. Oh, the Watcher will be special summoned here. Okay. The Watcher in the water, that's the Kraken Slayer. From, look his face, boys. This guy looks hungry, you know what I'm saying? He's starving. 10 power points collected. After the Watcher summon, he's still 15 away from his 25. Also, the Watcher was special summoned from the Isengard player. I missed this. Around the bottom side to kill the pikemen if they were moving for an attack with the war chant. The Watcher was perfectly placed, and that will be actually enough to defend this. Look how much damage he was able to deal to them too. War chant is not that effective in BFME 2 because it doesn't give you any armor, so that means you are still as squishy as without war chant. And damage in combat doesn't really do a lot for you. So, you know, if you have like 50% damage on one unit and 50% armor on the other unit, the unit with the armor will win, you know, the fight, because 50% armor is better than 50% damage, if this makes sense for you guys, especially in Battle for Middle-earth 1. Watch is a monster, not this guy, Shanks. Why you hurt his feelings, man? Why you calling him a monster now? Maybe he's also a family. Maybe he's like also having like a normal childhood, like you and me, you know? Maybe he's a guy in his universe. Why would you insult him and call him a monster? 975 command points available for Isengard. The devastation is available, and also the industry is almost back up. so can be used for the second time to boost the money even further. So it's going to be even greater for Isengard, but worse for Goblins. I mean, Goblins are kind of holding themselves in the game, but I believe it's like a suffering game at this point. Like, you can't out-push Isengard anymore. I think the pressure advantage is gone, so the momentum is completely transferred to the Isengard player. And also, you will get outskilled anyway, army-wise. Like, Uruks, they are stronger than Goblins. Crossbowmen are stronger than Goblin archers, right? And then you have Warg Riders and heroes like Lords, who are almost level 5. You have Devastation Stun, you have better and greater eco. So Saruman is going to be a very strong and efficient hero too, and with upgrades, you know, you will become just immortal with the Uruks against the pikemen and against the Goblins. So there doesn't seem to be like a Goblin strategy which can, beside Drogoth, eventually Drogoth might actually be able to do stuff here, but your resources cannot match with Isengard at this stage of the game. There is no way you can be as rich as Isengard is. Armory is level 2. Goblin going for Dragon? I don't think so. I think he has no money for that. Like, look his money. Because he needs to keep spamming units, you know? Like, these units, they cost 500 each. Goblins, yeah, they are cheap, but still, you need to invest a lot of money repeatedly. Like, over and over and over again. So he keeps producing more and more Goblins. It means every couple of seconds, he needs to invest 150 for each of these Goblin cubes. And 500 for the half-troll pikemen, so... he has not that many command points. Because he keeps losing tunnels, he also needs to replace the tunnels, which also needs money. Lourdes is level 4, has Carnage, has Cripple. And that means even if a hero like Shelob or the dragon, not the dragon, but Gorkhil the Goblin King joins the battlefield, they will get crippled down instantly. They won't be able to move for like 30 seconds. And you have the chance to take them down. 18 power points collected for Goblins though. He has almost a Dragon Summon. I don't know if you actually can go for the Dragon Summon or if you can go for the Balrog Summon. It has to be one of these. And he's only 6 power points away from this point. He has the Weapon of the Unland's special summon available for the fight. Might be using it offensively eventually. But we have also heavy armor now on this Uruks. Do you see that? That's gonna make them way beefier and super tanky. Forge Blades will also be purchased eventually very soon. Power points are rising to the sky. He needs to take care of this army ASAP. But is he able to do that? That's the question. He has nothing to defend himself. This army should not be ignored. The level 2 tunnel, which gives you 100 command points, will be taken down next. And the thing is, even if you summon the Weapon of the Unland defensively, remember they have like Warg Riders around. That means they will trample them down the second they get spawned. And many of these Weapon of the Unland will be taken out before they can get the chance to even fight. He's aiming for the 25. That's all his plan. All his game plan is actually going for the 25, going for the Balrog or for the Dragon. It's quarterfinals. 1-4 finals means quarterfinals because it's the text quarterfinals is too long soul keeper to be added into this box. So I needed to improvise, you know, and actually think about a solution. So I was putting 1/4 as a replacement for the quarterfinals. 15 power points collected and we have 24. Come on now, he can do it. You can do it. I believe in you, Lao. Go for the 25. Go for the 25. Oh, half a power point away. Do it. Okay, the dragon or the Balrog can actually be devastating in this kind of situations, but there is an Isengard army with forged blades and heavy armor in front of your castle, in front of your gate. The Balrog, the demon from the ancient world, is available now for the first time of the day. And you're gonna see a 25, and the Balrog will be special summoned defensively. Son, who wants to fight me? He feels like Achilles in Troy film. You know, you remember the moment when two armies were about to clash and they decided to send the best warrior of their army to fight against each other. So whoever wins also the battle without anyone else dying. Look at the fly. Holy moly, dude, I'm always impressed. He was flying from this location to this location. This guy has like a crazy fly range. Look at this flying. This guy is like a bird. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? It is a Balrog. Do it. And he's gonna just call it GG. I think he wanted to just use the breath fire one single time before he goes down, because Lao will be defeated with or without the Balrog. But we see a dragon, a yellow orange dragon breathing fire upon the Goblin fortress, and everything around the fortress has been slain, taken down. The fortress is badly damaged, so one more commitment and it will be taken down. There is no way you can take the fortress. There is no way, even with the Weapon of Talents. I mean, there is no world in which Balrog has enough time to take it down. So the commitment now with the Weapon of Talent eventually. Durin's Bane.
It's a bird, it's a plane, no, it's Durin's Bane.
That's actually pretty good, man. It's the bird, it's the plane, you know, it's Durin's Bane. True. Alright, Lao has been defeated, and ladies and gentlemen, the score is 1-1, and we're gonna jump right into the first tiebreaker in the best of 7 quarterfinals. The blue Dwarven player Andy Brandy against the red Elven player Lao. Mirkwood 2 is looking like that. There is like an inn on the left side. There is a little love story going on, just in case you missed it. The girl is looking for the boy. Look, the boy is a bold one. He doesn't land on girls normally, and he gets the chance to hit like a truck. Listen to him. Like, the girl is calling him, and he's like, oh, can I hit you really like a truck? Oh yeah, trust me on that one. Okay, I'm coming. Wait there. Don't move away. I'm coming. I'm running. And the girl is like, haha, you beat it. And she's actually going away. And look what's now gonna happen. You know, it's still a better love story than Twilight, because the guy is coming now and the girl is gone. What can I say, man? Girls are unreliable, I guess. We have 2 Malone trees, barracks, and he's looking to build a 3rd Malone tree. On the other side, we see mineshaft, Hall of Warriors into the 3rd mineshaft. It's a beautiful map. You know, I don't like these giant things there. You know, when you actually get into them, it looks weird. I don't know about their purpose. What is this giant stone? Like multiple giant stones out of nowhere. 3, 7, 9. Maybe the guy who made this map has like problems with the size, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's like a thing he needs to kind of get fixed in his head. Compensate, you know, the problems. Multiple Malone trees coming up. And first unit are gonna be this Lorien Warriors. Legolas will be the one with the Dwarves. We will see about that. I mean, because the thing is, if Gimli gets level 5, he will get the Slayer unlocked, and with Slayer he can run down Legolas big time. The builder, the Warclayer, is remaining on the field. We have 2 Warclayers on each side, middle, left, and right. There is like a you know, signal fire thing going on in the middle, actually creating like an epic atmosphere around the map. You can see, you know, this map is not about placing there a building, and there a Warclayer. No, it's about the details. How much time it was in, you know, it was needed to create such a map with this many different textures, designs, adding wolves, for example, adding new stones, this building in the middle of the map, and making it symmetrical and balanced at the same time. It's pretty challenging. And I believe the BFME 2 game has the best mappers, the most active mappers at least, because they've been creating new maps now for the past years multiple times. Like even in the Rise of the Witch King tournaments we had hosted a couple of years ago, like last year also especially, we had the chance to use many of the maps from BFME 2. The good thing is that you can just copy paste the maps, because the games are running pretty much the same way, so you can just, you know, have the same maps actively using on each game, BFME 2 and also Rise of the Witch King. What is this? Archers? The Dwarves, they are looking to creep this first, and the mineshaft, the first one is coming up, but the builder from the Elven player, Lao, is able to scout this mineshaft. So he knows the location, that's pretty good. There is another one at the bottom left side, but also this one is going to be found by the Lorien Warriors, and will be committed on the second it's available. The mineshaft has to get demolished. If you don't want to give them more experience, they will hit level 2 after that. The longer you wait to demolish, the less money you will get. He doesn't demolish at all. It means they will get the full experience now, and also power points. The way the power points are working in the game is about fighting, not getting the last hit. The more you fight, the more power points you will generate. In BFME 1, and I believe that's very unique to Battle for Middle-earth 1, you get only power points for killing stuff. So you get only power points if you destroy a building, but not about damaging the building, if this makes sense for you guys. And also Mopit, thanks for the follow, appreciate that.
We bring swords from Lorien.
We bring swords from Lorien. Okay, Guardians with level 2. I think they have the banner purchase. They are looking to use the charge attack, which give them the chance to trample down their foes. The Malon tree is gonna get demolished right off the bat to deny the dwarves more and more, you know, experience points and also power points. It's a bad location to fight. They're surrounded by the, you know, Lorien warriors and archers, but he was using the rallying call for the defense. That's not the end of the world. And he is actually was able to creep. The mineshaft is going to be protected for now. The good thing about this matchup for the Elven player Lau is that he doesn't need to take a fight until the fight is happening next to his building. So he can always dodge the fight by simply moving away. Like, he will be always able to get away from any situation because the Dwarven units, they cannot catch anybody. So their best bet and their only bet really is to get to attack in an attacking position, you know? That's the only way you can play the Dwarves efficiently, at least. Lorien warriors, they will ignore the Dwarven units and try to commit against the mineshaft. The rallying call has been used, but I believe the mineshaft is going to be still taken down. Nice commitment, nice clumping, making sure that every single unit is able to attack at the same time, and the mineshaft, ladies and gentlemen, is going down. Now, the Lorien warriors can just go back. They don't need to fight, just go back. And the thing is, now that he used the rallying call here, until he reaches this area, the rallying call buff is going to be almost gone. Because look how much the difference is in terms of movement speed between the Guardians and Pikemen in compared to the Lorien warriors. They are like twice as fast, maybe even more than that.
We bring spears from Midland.
More Lorien warriors are coming. Also, this mineshaft is going to be under attack. There is no unit inside. It means it will be definitely taken down. Archers are chasing down the Guardians until they are fortress. One Guardian was able to sneak through, but the builder has the vision, so he knows. But I think knowing doesn't change too much because this Malon tree is still going to be taken down. More units in the meantime. We have Haldir is the first hero. That's the first time we see him today. We have seen only Arwens today from the Elven faction and also Thranduil and Legolas, but no Haldir. Haldir is pretty underused in, you know, I'm always thinking about Rise of the Witch King and, you know, maybe making a mistake in comparing them, but in Rise of the Witch King, he's the most used Elven hero. And so far, what I've seen in BFME 2, the most used Elven hero is actually Legolas. Okay, he's creeping now with the pikeman, that's good. 6 power points collected for elves, 550 command points available. On the other side, we have 450 command points available for dwarves, and he has 5 power points collected. He has now a level 2 forge works for the battle wagons, a whole of warriors, and a level 1 archer range to be able to recruit the X-Men, the X-Throwers. But his command points capped, he cannot recruit anymore.
I've got a wagon ready here.
Battle wagon ready here. Oh. The sound from his attacks, I cannot get used to it. Like, you know, like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Okay, Guardian and one battle wagon, almost level 2, gets the chance to get either the well or the banner for the sportive functionality of the battle wagon, but also you can choose more like an offensive playstyle with Men of Steel and or the X-Throwers on it. The Men of Steel are great to deal with enemy units, but the X-Throwers are great when it comes to take down the enemy structures. But to be honest, I believe the enemy structures, they are no problem in this situation for dwarves because Malon trees are extremely squishy, so you can take them down regardless. 6 power points collected. After the rallying call, he has the chance to go for either heal or rebuild if he wants to, if he needs to. That's a decent amount of Dwarven army, and they are out of the vision from the elves for now. They will still be out in fog of war, but the second they will be visible, elves, they need to make a move. They are not in position though. He has nothing in this area. That's pretty dangerous. This army should not be underestimated. They have pikemen, which means they have DPS also against the barracks. That means they can deal a lot of damage. The Malon tree is getting literally blown up, and elves, they need to rotate now. They need to go all the way back.
Thranduil will lead you.
That's why you don't demolish that. And we have Thranduil, boys. Thranduil is on the field. That's very unexpected. To be honest, I was expecting Legolas other than Thranduil. Thranduil might be a greater choice later on when it comes to deal with Dwarven heroes, but so far there are no Dwarven heroes on the field. Battle wagon is under attack, and boom. At full level of that, that's pretty good. He's also pretty beefy, right? He has 2000 health. And he becomes invisible while standing still. Haldir is level 3, needs level 4 for the leadership to be unlocked, for higher damage for nearby allied units around him. He's feeding now. He's just... Why would you fight him with 1 extra battalion? That doesn't do anything for you. Level 4 already for Tranduil. It's becoming more and more dangerous. More DPS, more tankiness, and more abilities will be unlocked the more levels you get. Haldir is diving in with the sword. He has actually a much higher... You see the melee damage in compared to his range damage? That's why people are preferring him to use with sword. Arrow volley is coming in clutch! Actually, he was very smart. He was running into the arrow volley. Oof, oof, what is this? Pew, pew, look at the downtown, the range. And the battle wagon has been crushed with the dead eye. He's dead serious, trust me. Glückspirat, Glückspirat 13. Schön, dass du hier bist. Vielen, vielen Dank. That's a German name. Thank you, thank you. So, Tranduil is what? Level 5 almost. Level 4 Haldir. 2 really powerful and strong Elven heroes against no Dwarven heroes so far. In the battle wagons, they are dying extremely fast against Tranduil, especially with Deadeye. You know, he is extending his range, his damage, and his speed, which means he can like 3-shot those battle wagons. You need to always keep your distance. 450 command points only. He has 2000. He might even go for Legolas, to be honest with you. But Dwarves have 1000 command points available. Maybe the best goal here for Andy Brandy would actually be the transition into like finally some heavy armor stuff. Maybe that's gonna give you the chance to actually not get one-shotted from Tranduil and Legolas, and also Haldir. You know, of course you can out-spam him and make sure that you can split the map into 3 pieces. So 1 army in the middle, 1 army from bottom, 1 army from the top side. Because the elves, they don't have the luxury to actually be splitted like that. They need to be kind of grouped because he has way less command points and way less army. And the first hero is Gimli. Okay, I want to see that. I want to see now the DPS from Tranduil against Gimli. Boom, he's level 2 already. Has the Hobbit summon unlocked from the Dwarven spellbook. Haha, they'll be jumping and level 3.5. And guys, I'm telling you, that's gonna be an unfair situation for Tranduil. Even for Tranduil, who is meant to be a counter to heroes, but Gimli is not a hero. He's like a Superman, you know? Like, you cannot say Superman is a normal hero or normal superhero, you know? Like, maybe Batman is a normal superhero, but fighting Tranduil against Legolas, Tranduil against Gimli with level 5 feels like Batman versus Superman, you know, without kryptonite. Level 4, almost level 5. Level 6 unlocks the Wild Walk, which will give him the chance to shoot and move while he's being invisible. Level 7 is going to be move unseen. You can also use it on the enemy, on the allied units, to make them invisible while you are moving. And level 10 is what is needed to eventually have a chance against Gimli.
They shall fear the
Look how tanky he is. He doesn't even deal damage to him. And oh, why would you die like that? Why would you die like that? You should just run away. Haldir has been taken down. Level 4 Gimli. Oh, it's becoming dangerous, boys. The battle wagon is running it down. It's gonna be taken down, but it's fine. Tranduil is level 5. But we have seen the damage output against Gimli wasn't the greatest. Maybe with Deadeye, that's gonna be a bit different, but we shall see. The Malone tree is not getting demolished. Even more experience for the Dwarven units in Dwarven player Andy Brandy. Nearly level 5. 1 extra in his level 5. And then you will see. He's gonna use the Wild Walk. Okay. The move unseen. Let's see. Deadeye. Actually, he chucks him. But now it's a different story. Watch this. Or, oh, he's gonna run. He's gonna use heal. Actually, Tranduil is chunking him, not like dealing a lot of damage, but dealing a noticeable amount of damage. It's pretty nice. Slayer has been used and heal to save him. The arrow volley is on cooldown. 10 power points collected. 550 command points only for Lau. Maybe Gimli. You know, I believe maybe Glorfindel could fight him with level 3 with the Blade of Purity. Maybe he has a chance. Because Blade of Purity is gonna make him invincible for 10 seconds, which is, you know, decent amount of time to eventually fight Gimli while you take no damage yourself. Because unlike the Blade of Purity, the Slayer doesn't grant him invincibility. It grants him only more DPS. So more DPS and more movement speed. But he loses armor against structural arrows. Doesn't lose armor against Haldir or against
We bring
Thranduil,
swords
only
from
against
Lorien.
towers, for example. Hobbits, they are from the inn. They are permanent until they get killed.
We bring spears from Mithlond.
Level 2 Forge Works, and maybe King Dain could be also a nice choice for additional damage and armor and combat experience leadership. Beautiful trample. Haldir was able to destroy one of them, and the second one is gonna be eventually taken down as well, but Thranduil is running for his life. Gloin is also on the field. Dwarven heroes are beefy and tanky heroes. They can also withstand lots of archer damage. That's why I believe we will need a couple of pikemen or even some melee heroes like Elrond or Glorfindel to be able to fight them. I believe if you go all Elven heroes and they get highly leveled, nobody can match you because they have such a crazy sustain. You know, they have Attilas, they have restoration to reset all the abilities. So pretty much if you invest all the money into all the heroes with any faction, and then you have Elven heroes, all of them are level 10, Elves gonna stomp. They will crush everything.
Lorien
They have really
archers
strong
offer
heroes now.
combat from
Glorfindel
Lorien.
is super powerful with levels. Haldir, Legolas, Thranduil, and also Elrond. Even Arwen has some stuff. Man of Steel special summon, 14 power points collected for the Elves after the arrow volley. And we have in total 4 power points collected. Kurmai, thanks for the follow, appreciate that.
That's it.
Gimli was so fast. Shake foundation. Might die, he is on cooldown. Look, pew, pew. One more. Wait, 5 shots. What is he doing? What? I don't get it. I will let you live one last time. Gloin is like, will you follow me? One last time.
We've got a wagon ready here.
Balrog ready here. Thranduil didn't kill Gloin because Gloin is his mate, you know? His mate. His friend. Kappa. Gimli is here, level almost 6. What is Thranduil doing? He's lost. He doesn't know what to do, boys. Greetings from Turkey to all. Hey, hoş geldin. Sefalar getirdin. İyi ki geldin. Okay, level 6. Thranduil. 13 power points collected. Look his money from dwarves. They are rich. Dwarves are greedy creatures, as you guys know. They cannot have enough gold. You know, they want to have always more and more and more and more.
Guardians at the ready.
Guardians at the ready.
Gather some axes, dwarves.
Carrying some axes, dwarves. Level 2. Just go for level 3. I mean, maybe he wants to save up for King Dain, but I think going for a level 3, getting heavy armor, mithril mail, forge blades, or even fire arrow on the Mirkwood, not on the Mirkwood, but on the Man of the Hill could be a nice
We've got
choice.
a wagon ready
I wait
here.
5 minutes. Oh, I think he's starving. He didn't have anything to eat but make the bread for 3 stinking days.